Do you remember a time when you had to drop coins into a payphone just to call a friend? Or when a trip to Blockbuster on a Friday night? Well, those days are fading fast. Some things that once filled our homes, pockets, and stores are slowly vanishing. And most of us don't even notice until they're almost gone. Today, we're taking a trip down memory lane with the top 10 items you didn't know were slowly disappearing from stores. Trust me, some of these will hit you with a wave of nostalgia, and others will make you go, wait, they're still around? Number 10. Payphones. Once a lifeline for travelers. Kids calling home and anyone caught without change for the bus. These metal boxes were everywhere. Malls, gas stations, sidewalks. You couldn't walk 2 blocks without seeing one. Now, they're almost gone. Mobile phones killed them. But think about it. The payphone wasn't just a phone. It was a symbol of connection in emergencies. Dropping quarters, hearing the dial tone, waiting for the rings. It all had weight to it. Today, spotting a payphone feels like spotting a dinosaur fossil. Some cities keep them around for nostalgia, but in most places, they're nothing more than a memory. At number 9, physical maps. Remember unfolding those giant paper maps in the car? The ones that took 5 minutes to fold back the right way? They were confusing, crinkly, and kind of magical. But GPS apps have made them almost extinct. Why wrestle with a paper map when your phone just says, turn left in 300 meters? Still, physical maps carried a sense of adventure. Tracing your finger across highways, circling cities you wanted to visit. Number 8. DVDs in rental stores. If you grew up in the 90s or early 2000s, you probably remember rushing to the rental store, praying your favorite movie wasn't all checked out. The shelves, the smell of plastic cases, the excitement of finding a new release. Streaming killed rental DVDs. Netflix, Prime, Disney Plus, they're faster, cheaper, and always available. But the magic of holding a DVD case, flipping it over, and choosing a movie for family night? That's gone. And honestly, it stings a little. Number 7. Alarm clocks. There was a time when every bedroom had one, glowing red digits on the nightstand, buttons that never made sense, and the dreaded beep, beep, beep. Now, our phones replaced them. And while phones are convenient, there's something strangely personal about an old alarm clock. The sound was annoying, but it had character. It didn't come with notifications, texts, or social media temptations. Stores still sell them, but the shelves are shrinking every year. Soon, alarm clocks might only live on as retro decor. At 6, disposable cameras. Remember the excitement of snapping pictures at a birthday, then waiting days, sometimes weeks, to get the photos developed. You never knew if someone blinked, made a face, or if the whole shot was blurry. Now, every phone has a camera better than the ones professionals used 20 years ago. But here's the thing. Disposable cameras made photos special. Each click felt important because you only had so many shots. No deleting, no retakes, just moments frozen in time. Halfway at number 5. MP3 players. Remember loading songs one by one onto an iPod Shuffle or a Zune? Making playlists and praying the battery would last through the bus ride? MP3 players felt like freedom. You had your whole music world in your pocket. But then, smartphones came along and said, we'll just do that too. Now, MP3 players are nearly extinct. The iconic iPod was officially discontinued in 2022. And while phones made life easier, there's something nostalgic about clicking that little wheel, scrolling through songs, and feeling like a DJ in your own world. Number 4. Landlines. That spiral cord, the dial tone. Landlines were once the heartbeat of every home. Now, most young people have never even used one. With smartphones, landlines became unnecessary. And for many, they're already gone. But think about this. Landlines created family moments. Everyone shared the same phone. You'd overhear siblings whispering to their crush, parents reminding relatives about dinner. It was a shared hub of communication. Stores still sell them, but the market shrinks every year. Soon, they'll be more of a museum piece than a household tool. At number 3, handwritten letters. Sure, you can still buy stationery, but how often do people actually use it? Emails, texts, they've taken over, but letters had a weight to them. The smell of ink, the texture of paper, the feeling that someone spent real time writing just for you. Now, stationery aisles in stores are shrinking. Greeting cards survive, but actual letter sets fading fast. It's sad because no emoji or text bubble will ever replace the feeling of opening a real envelope. Number 2, VHS tapes. The chunky plastic cases, the Be Kind Rewind stickers, the grainy quality VHS tapes were a whole era. Rental stores thrived on them, and for many families, VHS was the only way to build a movie collection. Now, they're gone. Some thrift stores or collectors' shops might still have them, but good luck finding VHS tapes in major stores. And honestly, there was something magical about popping in a tape, hearing the click, and watching static fade into your movie. Streaming is better in every way. And finally, number 1, old-school cash registers. You know the ones, giant, clunky machines with big, satisfying buttons and the ka-ching sound when the drawer opened. Now, they're being replaced by sleek touchscreens and digital checkout systems. They're faster, sure, but those old registers felt alive. The sound of coins dropping in, the clerk punching buttons, the little printed receipt rolling out, it felt human. Soon, they'll vanish completely. So, there you have it, the top 10 items slowly disappearing from stores. From payphones to VHS tapes, these everyday objects shaped how we lived, shopped, and connected. Now they're fading, making way for new technology. But here's the big question. Which one do you miss the most? Payphones, VHS tapes, or maybe handwritten letters? Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe for more nostalgic lists,